I would say that one of drag's best kept secret is that a lot of us are struggling financially.
Woo! Back again 2 years later. Hi, I'm Genesis here to talk about money.
Welcome, my darlings, to Money is a Drag, the show where we take the mystery out of money and make it fabulous. When you have to pay such expensive rates for your rent and all of your bills, it means you have to be making a lot more money from your shows. It's so...
You said it. I feel the same. I really relate to this person here. They're cool. I like what they have to say.
Probably spending around $1,000 a month on food. $300-400 a month on cars.
It's embarrassing. That's too much. That's too much food.
I think about the future a lot, but oftentimes in a more like anxiety, what the hell is gonna happen kind of way. In the next 10 years, I honestly just want to be in a place where I can do this as a career without having to work every single day. Financial freedom would look like not having to stress about being able to pay my bills every month. I can't even fathom having enough money in the bank to have a couple months of buffer.
Yeah, I feel similarly now. It's hard to make enough through this career to be able to have savings left over, but I've got a little bit. I've got a little bit more. So I said then that my goal was to be able to make enough to sustain myself without having to work every day. And I'm doing that. When I was going back and looking at my statements from the last couple of years, I've done less shows over the last year or so and made more money, quite significantly actually, which feels really, really cool to know that I am doing what I wanted to do, which is make more, work less. That's the dream. Feels real good.
My name is Colin. I work at Vancity.
Colin is so nice. He still comes to some of my shows. He's so sweet. I'm very happy that we got to meet through this. Taught me about money and is a great supporter of the drag scene. Love that.
Yesterday was really great. I met with the Vancity financial advisor and we had a really good conversation. It made me realize how much I'd been taking a ignorance is bliss approach to my finances.
I don't think that I go for ignorance is bliss quite as bad as I did a few years ago. I still could be keeping better track of my money, but I definitely have been feeling more comfortable looking at it since having this conversation than I ever did before.
One of the things that we talked about that definitely really stuck with me was the idea of creating a secondary savings account, or even because I'm receiving a lot of cash payments, sorting out my money specifically by what I need to spend it on. Here's how much money I have for food. Here's how much I have for my phone bill, my rent. A few of the small changes.
Yes. Having like a physical budget, especially for my little ADHD brain, is so much easier than having just a list. If it's just in writing what the budget is, how am I supposed to maintain that? But having physical sorted out piles of money for each thing, very helpful.
I want to keep track of my spending a lot more, actually look at my bank account instead of ignoring it.
I do that more, but not all the time.
I don't really know what I'm doing with my credit card. I really just make the minimum payments.
Paying the minimum balance lots of times is only going to pay basically the interest charges. So
I still just do the minimum payments most of the time. That's okay, right? I'm not going to get in trouble. Thank you so much, Vancity, for having me to do this again. Happy Pride!